Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. The Innova Solutions team welcomes you to our webinar where we will be helping you get to know a little bit more about your OneDrive app. This will be the last webinar of this series in which we focus on getting more out of your office apps. For those of you who follow this series, we're so happy you joined and we hope you learned a lot from this series. If you take a look at our agenda for today, you will see that I will first be doing a short introduction, which I'm doing right now, and afterwards I will give the floor to our OneDrive expert, Mr. Dane Smith. After Dane's presentation, we will go for a final Q&A round where you can ask your questions, anything you would like to know, and we will ask you to fill in our surveys as well so we can get your feedback for the series and, see how we can make our content better. But before I give the floor to Dane, I would like to move to the next slide and tell you a little bit more about Innova Solutions. We are a cloud solution provider for Microsoft with an outstanding gold partnership operating in the Caribbean and Ecuador as well. We believe that our team of experts can empower any company, no matter its size, to create business advantages by embracing digital transformation. We're headquartered in Curacao, but we have offices in Ecuador, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Puerto Rico. And our outstanding services have resulted in us being the winner of the Microsoft Partner of the Year award for the past 7 years. The most important thing is that we use what we sell. And this allows us to be the best at what we offer, from consultancy to usage optimization. For more information about us, you can always visit our website or contact one of our team members. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Dane Smith, our OneDrive expert for today, and he will dive into the details of this amazing app. Dean, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Marcy. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. So I'll be presenting to you OneDrive by Microsoft. So OneDrive for Business is a robust but simple to use cloud storage platform for small businesses, enterprise, and everything in between. OneDrive is effective in even the largest enterprises, but still has a small, easy to implement footprint that small businesses can take advantage of. So we'll be looking at the benefits of OneDrive. So one of the major benefits of OneDrive is it's easily able to back up your files from anywhere, any platform, whether it's mobile, your desktop, your browser, anywhere. So, and another benefit is the anywhere access. It's easily stored, easily accessible. You're able to discover your individual shared work files within Microsoft 365, including you could access it on Microsoft Teams from all your devices. And if you're concerned about being offline, there's also a local synchronized copy that you can have access to. It also provides us with seamless collaboration. So if you're working on your project, you're able to do real-time collaboration, no matter where your colleagues might be from. You might, for example, I'm here in Jamaica. I have teammates in Puerto Rico, Canada, all over the world. We can all collaborate and work on the same document at the same time, seamlessly and very fast. And it's untethered in terms of mobility. You're able to create, view, edit, share files all across the platform, whether it's Android, Apple, seamless. And if you have a concern about security, we got that covered as well, because all your files within OneDrive for Business is protected and it's easily recoverable if accidentally deleted or anything. But let's talk about the business plans. So there are multiple options for you in terms of your business plans or in terms of what you might need. So if you need just maybe OneDrive only, there's an option for that. That's considered plan 1, where you have access to just OneDrive with a total of 1 terabyte per user, and you can upload a file size of 100 gigabytes. There's also a plan 2 where you have access to additional security. So as you go up in the tiers, you'll get more access to other applications and more security features. But we'll look into that a little bit more further down in the demo. And as I indicated, OneDrive allows us to collaborate, right? So if you're in a project and you're concerned about streamlining and how fast you're getting stuff done, OneDrive will aid you in getting this done with their co-authoring features. So I'll be showing you how to co-author a document within OneDrive a little further down in our demo. I'll also show you how to share a link within OneDrive, how to protect this link, and how to add an expiration feature to this link. So I know you might be thinking, all right, multiple people working on one document. What if there's an accident? What if there's some changes that you don't agree with? Well, OneDrive allows you to have access to version controls. You could easily review the versions and revert back to the version that you deem suitable. And as I indicated, you're able to restore within OneDrive. So if you accidentally deleted a file within OneDrive, you have up to 30 days to retrieve this file. So an accidental deletion, no worries. You have 30 days to recover this file. I also spoke about integration earlier as it relates to Teams. OneDrive allows you to integrate within Teams. Right now, we're utilizing Teams to do this live demo. So just picture this, you collaborating with your teammates, having a discussion on Teams, and bringing up your files within OneDrive seamlessly. All right, so let me show you what all of this is all about. All right, give me a sec. Let me end this slideshow. All right, so first let's discuss the plans and what we'll get from these plans. All right, so as I indicated, the first plan, all you'll get with it is OneDrive, right? And with this plan, you will have access to 1 terabyte of storage per user, and it's $5 per month, right? So here are some of the core features. So it's 1 terabyte per users, file size up to 1 gigabyte. So I'm pretty sure you're thinking, oh, this is good, because there's sometimes you might have a large file that you need to share immediately with a colleague, and it's just too large to be sent via email. And there are other sharing mediums that you could use, but you're concerned about the security of it. With OneDrive, no need to be worried about it. The files are encrypted, the data in transit is encrypted, and you're safe to share this file. With a Plan 2, the good thing about Plan 2 is you have unlimited individual cloud storage. So that is, it's more than a 1 terabyte per user. It's unlimited. So you can store as much as you want within this plan. So you also have the Microsoft 365 for Business, Basic, and the Microsoft 365 Business Standard. So with these plans, you get access to Exchange, SharePoint, Teams, YAML, and Office apps, including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so forth. And as I mentioned, you have anywhere access, whether it's Android, iOS, Windows, anywhere access. Your files are always on demand. It's always available to you. You have access to all these productivity tools. You can customize it. You can create security policies. You can create how long someone who has a shared link can access this file. As I indicated earlier, you can set the expiration date to these files. So these are the features per plans. But let's get into the meat of the matter. Let's actually see what we can do with OneDrive. All right, so this is my OneDrive, right? This is the OneDrive that belongs to Inova, that it's under my portfolio, right? And what I've done is I've created a few demo documents to share for this purpose. So as you realize, but let me show you how I went about in creating these documents. So say, for example, I wanted to create an Excel document. What I could do is go into OneDrive, select New, and select an Excel workbook, right? And this will open in a new tab. So here I have this Excel document. And let's say I wanted to name this document Demo 1, right? And I'm going to add some columns. Just for testing purposes. So now what I'm going to do now is show you how we're able to co-author this document. So I'm going to select share. And once I select share, I will now be able to add someone within my organization or outside my organization, this document. So here's the beauty about OneDrive. You can tailor a security policy to share outside your organization or inside your organization. Currently, we at Inova Solutions, we don't allow, well, based on your profiles, we don't allow anyone outside of the organization to have access to a link. Hence why this is grayed out. So your organization is preventing you from selecting this option. But say this option was selectable. If I was able to select this option right now, I would be able to add a password to this link, and I would be able to add when this link will be able to expire. But seeing that I don't have access to this feature right now, let me show you what I can do when I share it with someone within the organization. So I'm going to select people in Inova, right? So I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to select someone. So I'm selecting Julie. All right. I'm not going to add any messages. I'm just going to send. So Julie should receive an email notification that a link has been shared, and she'll be able to access this document and co-author this document alongside me. But in the meantime, while we wait on Julie to access this document, let's go back to OneDrive, right? So as you can see within OneDrive, looking at the interface, you realize it's very familiar, isn't it? It's very user-friendly, and it's I mean, if you're used to Windows platform, you'd realize that this is kind of like the Explorer, the File Explorer, right? So it's seamless, it's easy to understand. So here's a document that, say I wanted to share this document. I could select share. And type in my contact that I want to share it with. So I want to share this document with my country manager. So once I share this with him, he'll now be able to have access to it as well, right? Good. All right, so let me go back to, all right, so you notice that the document that I created just now called Demo 1 Excel, Julie now has access to it. And we can see that Julie has been making some changes to it. And we're seeing this in real time. So here's an indication that Julie currently has this workbook open. And another thing we can do is we can look on the version history of this document. So remember I told you that, so the purpose of the version history is, say there were some changes made that you weren't pleased with. So you could go into the version history and review these changes and revert to a change that you found satisfactory. So at the moment, Julie made a change. So currently there are 4 versions of this demo file that was just created. All right, so let me show you something else interesting. So remember I spoke about the any access via any platform. So with OneDrive, you're able to access your data from your mobile devices as well. So I'm just synchronizing my phone right now for you guys to be able to see what's happening on my phone screen as well. So let me connect my phone. Start now. So this is my phone screen. And I'm going to access OneDrive within my phone. So say, for example, I needed to be in transit, but I still wanted to work on this file with Julie. I could. Yeah, okay. Cancel. All right, let me pause this. All right, let me revisit this shortly. All right. All right, so Julie has inserted a few tables. And the thing is, while Julie is doing this, I can still do some editing as well. And you notice that there's an indication, there's some color highlights indicating who is doing what. So Julie is the one working on this cell while I made the changes to this cell. All right, so let me. All right, so let me show you about how we go about creating folders. So say we wanted to create a folder. We'll just select new folder, give the folder a name, and it's instantly created. And once all your devices are in sync, it will be created throughout all the devices. So say I wanted to upload something to this folder. I would select the folder that I'm trying to access. So say I wanted to upload this boarding pass. I would upload it. So this boarding pass is now uploaded inside my folder. All right. So now, say I wanted to share it with Julie. I could do this. And now Julie should have access to this folder. Let me go back to my files. But say I wanted to manage the access of this folder. So at the moment, I am the owner of this file, right? Once I click Advanced Features for the permissions for the demo, it will allow me to grant permissions, edit user permission, remove user's permission. So these are all the features I have access to within this folder. So I could delete a unique permission, right? I could grant permission. So let me grant permission to Jermaine and Marcy. All right. So now Marcy and Jermaine now have access to my demo2 folder. You can review your permissions by clicking on Check Permissions. So let me review Jermaine's permission. So Jermaine has been given access directly. So why are we concerned about reviewing permissions and so forth? Let's say, for example, this is just a temporary project or it's a phase within the project life cycle. And Jermaine is only involved in this phase. We could review the policies and the permissions given and revoke access afterwards once Jermaine has reached a stage where he's no longer a part of this project. So that's one of the benefits of OneDrive. So let's go back to, all right, so I guess Julie has completed her role. Thank you very much, Julie. All right, Julie, could you also place a file within that folder that I just created for you inside the demo2? So as it relates to the mobile device, what I wanted to show you guys was the capability of being able to scan documents. So what OneDrive allows you to do is, so say for example, you're on the road, you got a document to sign. You sign the document. What OneDrive allows you to do is use your camera to scan this document and upload it immediately to your colleagues. So for example, say you needed to sign a contract and I'm located in Jamaica. The person who needs to receive the contract is in the United States. OneDrive would allow you to use your mobile device, scan this document after you've signed it, and upload it to this user in the United States. And seeing that it's a contract and everything, the transit of this delivery will be secure as well. So you don't need to be concerned about the security of this device. Okay, so let me also show you how OneDrive looks. My phone decided to misbehave this morning. I'm not sure why. Let me try it again. All right, so OneDrive. All right, so in the meantime, while I wait for my phone to bring up OneDrive. Okay, here it is. Okay, good. All right. Julie, is there any questions so far? No, Marcy, is there any questions as yet? Disconnect. All right. All right, so I got the phone up. So let's go back into OneDrive. So now you're seeing OneDrive on my mobile device, right? So now you're seeing that I have access to the demo2 folder with the boarding pass created in it. I also have access to the Excel file that was created by Julie. No, that was created by me, but shared with Julie. And you can see that some additional changes were made to this file, right? So say that I'm in transit and I need to be working on the go, I have access to this. But what if I'm somewhere where I have no access to any data plan or no Wi-Fi? You could continue working on this file by storing it locally on your device. And when you get into service range, you can then synchronize with your OneDrive. So it will be like you did not leave. You're always working with your data. So that's the Excel file. And we can, so as I mentioned, you can scan documents within OneDrive. So if you notice the camera, here's a camera right here. I'm able to take a picture and upload it to my OneDrive. So if I had a document right now, I would be taking a picture of it, uploading it to my OneDrive, and sharing it with my colleagues. So it's a very good collaborative tool, which allows us to streamline all our processes, be able to synchronize our data. Right now we're in Teams, we could. So let me show you something else that we could do with OneDrive. So let me show you this. So here we have Microsoft Teams, right? While we're in our meeting, I could have just bring up OneDrive within Teams. So it's just a one-stop shop with Microsoft. Everything interacts well with each other. Everything is seamless. So while I'm here having a discussion with Julie, I could be working on this document at the same time. Wow, Julie is really moving fast. And say I wanted to copy this link with someone else. All right, so I could copy this link and paste it in the chat to another colleague for him to work on this file at the same time. All right. And as I indicated, you're able to review versions within your OneDrive. And that's really something important you need to keep track of, the version history of your files that you're creating. All right, guys, that's the end of my demo. I didn't catch that just now.
So sorry, Dane. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, yeah. So thank you so much, Dane, for this presentation. I haven't seen any questions yet. Do any of the people present have any questions? If not, I would like to invite you to fill in our survey. I also posted a link in the live event Q&A. Please let us know what you think about our webinar. We would like to receive your feedback and see how we can make our content better and what we give you, what content we give you better. As I said before, this webinar signals the end of our Get More Out of Your Office app series. We will be announcing another webinar series soon, so stay tuned to our Facebook page, your emails, because we will be announcing a new webinar series shortly. If there are no more questions, we would like to thank you so much for following this series with us. And please don't forget to fill in our webinar evaluation survey. I posted the link in the live event Q&A. Thank you so much for joining.